Someone once told me, your vision won't happen without your voice, and I think about that a lot, especially for those of us in creative work, because we spend so much of our time trying to blend in. We try to stay within the trends, follow the styles, fit into the algorithm-approved boxes, right? But the people we admire most, the ones we save, share, quote, they don't follow the templates when you've done the work. Doubt can't scare you, not really. Because even if you share your art and feel like it flopped, your process is solid. Your identity doesn't live in the likes or the silence. What you thought was failure becomes fuel. And most people, they stop right there. They stumble at an early post or a dead-end pitch, and they freeze, but see, all of us have made something that didn't work. I will definitely make more of that stuff that's part of building it. Your discarded drafts are the most powerful tools you've got. If you look at them right, what would shift if, I don't know, you wanted your creation bad enough that it quieted the fear, not erased it. But like the quote says, feel the fear and publish it anyway, because life's 10% the audience and 90% who you choose to be in front of them. And if you're wondering right now, am I holding back? Here's how you'll know. If you wake up feeling numb, not fired up, if you scroll more than you sketch, if your ideas always feel like maybe later, you're probably still on mute, and if the pieces you're brainstorming don't make anyone raise an eyebrow, don't freak anyone out, or make them ask, wait, how would you even do that? Then maybe you're playing it too safe, I'd flip the switch. I mean, if I were you, that's what I'd do. Stop planning and plotting and waiting, just hit record, make that first line happen every time you listen to your creative nudge, you're brushing off the dust. Getting closer, the work doesn't disappear just because it got ignored last year. The dream isn't dead because no one saw it the first time, it's just paused, stuck under a pile of second guesses you tried. Maybe 5 years back you pitched, maybe nobody heard it, you stopped. But now, try again because this right here, this is your season, this is the time you pick it up again, the timing is on your side, you're not too late. I'm telling you now, your project, your voice, not canceled, not outdated, just waiting for you to say go. This is your year for the courage to reboot, your year to toss out old rejections, your year to meet collaborators who challenge and unearth your voice, your year to get clear inside and out, your year to ship it, finally ship it, now shift your focus where it belongs. Here's the real difference. The creators who seem sure of themselves, the confident ones at the top of your playlist, they weren't fearless. They just didn't stay stuck in fear. Don't envy your peers. Study them, observe and learn. I had someone once ask me, who's your muse? And I thought about it, came back later and said, my muse? It's me, 5 years from now. So I turned 30. And she asked again, am I my muse now? And I said, not even close, because my muse lives 5 years in the future and I'll never arrive. But that keeps me moving because creation isn't fast. Not most of the time ideas grow slow or they erode slow. Either way, you've got to pay attention. Don't let fear steal your imagination or stop your sense of wonder, I believe. I believe in calling something and announcing it out loud, then walking like it's already true because your brain follows your words and so does your work. What we want is to become more sensitive. Notice what's clicking and what's falling flat, that kind of awareness. Yeah, that's creative intelligence. Some people define intelligence with grades and degrees. I think it's the number of choices you notice at any given moment, and you've got plenty, even if you can't see them yet. This is just your learning season. This is you paying tuition and drafts and experiments, and that's okay. Others have done what you're aiming for, not because it's easy, but because they got guidance, they found mentors, took workshops, read every book they could, and they did the inner work too. Shift how you think about yourself and get in the details, because nobody else is going to shape your vision for you. You'll find this across every passion field. Those who rise are the ones who failed the most. It's not about talent. It's not even about the best ideas. It's persistence. You're supposed to fully experience this creative life, this thing, this spark. And once you do, you won't question it the same way this is on you. In a world telling you to look for some external break, the right label, the perfect client, the lucky shout out, you've already got the answer. It just needs to be released. Will you do it? Will you risk it? Will you make the pivot to become the artist, the voice, the chaos bringer you were meant to be? Too much pressure? And even in idea snaps, that's why we also need balance. Chase your calling with relentless focus. Sure, but you've got to let joy in too, and when you do, when you start stacking those tiny wins, you build this thing called momentum, and that's magic. I just reread The Creative Path by Anderson. Whole chapter on that. When you start, the hill feels steep, but creativity is like skating. You glide further. The more you move, people always ask me, where should I start? I want to build my brand. I want to be a full-time maker. I want to find my audience. I want real income from what I create. Where do I start? Start. Literally. Just start, show up, and things conspire to meet you right there. See, I believe the work is sacred, and if it's sacred, then it's worth stepping out, for truth is Most people move from fear, from fitting in, from surviving the scroll, but maybe now it's time to move from courage, say no. When it's a distraction, say yes to the vision that scares you to say out loud. So what kind of courage have you got? You letting the algorithm write your story? Or are you writing it with your own hands?